We begin at 5 with developing news. The first lawsuit has been filed in the ongoing naked fat test scandal in North Kingstown. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shannon Heggie.
I'm Mike Montecalvo. A former student athlete and his father are taking school officials to court over their handling of a former high school basketball coach.
Target 12 investigator Tim White broke the story on this scandal back in October. He joins us now with the latest developments.
The former student and his father are not named in the lawsuit, but they claim as a student at North Kingstown High School in 2015, the student was subject to these naked fat tests and inappropriate touching by then coach Aaron Thomas. In a lawsuit filed in Rhode Island Superior Court on Tuesday, a 20-year-old identified as John Doe 42 and his father allege more than 24 educators and school administrators ignored and enabled the behavior of then high school basketball coach Aaron Thomas.
This is not something that only happened in secret.
Attorney Timothy Conlon filed the suit. He says the unnamed student was not able to tell his father about what happened until similar allegations were made public following a Target 12 investigation.
It's a pattern that you will see often where the victims who are treated inappropriately are ashamed somehow by what's happened.
The suit alleges the student was alone with Thomas when the coach instructed him to remove his clothes, then touched him inappropriately near the groin area. Dozens of former student athletes have shared similar experiences with Target 12. Conlon says he expects there to be additional lawsuits.
The gravamen of this problem lies with administrators and supervisors and systems that are not doing what they need to do to protect against exactly this kind of behavior.
Thomas has not been criminally charged, but the Attorney General's office has launched an investigation. Thomas, who resigned last year, has maintained his innocence. Superintendent Philip Auger, one of the defendants named in the suit, stepped down last month. An attorney for Auger declined to comment. Now, coming up new at 6, this may surprise you, but Aaron Thomas himself was not named as a defendant in this case. We get into why. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.
First tonight, a major new development in a Target 12 investigation.
The first lawsuit has been filed in the naked fat test scandal in North Kingstown. A former student and his father allege the school department allowed the high school's former basketball coach to have inappropriate contact with kids and put the school's interest above the students.
Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the latest developments.
This lawsuit was filed just one day before the unnamed former student turned 21, something his attorney tells us they did to avoid any legal issues that can make their case harder after the 21st birthday. Identified only as John Doe 42 and Parent Doe 42 in court documents, a lawsuit filed Tuesday takes aim at North Kingstown school officials, alleging they shirked their responsibilities to keep kids safe and promoted a culture that prioritized loyalty to the school and athletic success over the safety of children.
This is not something that only happened in secret.
Attorney Timothy Conlon represents several former student athletes who say they were subjected to naked fat tests by then basketball coach Aaron Thomas, alone with the coach behind closed doors. Conlon says John Doe number 42 was unable to tell his father about what happened until similar allegations were made public following a Target 12 investigation.
They don't reach out to their natural support systems, and they basically create a shell around what it is that happened and try to avoid dealing with it.
The lawsuit names multiple school officials as defendants, but not Thomas himself.
Thomas is not the one who destroyed the system. Okay? Thomas may have revealed the problems and flaws within the system. Okay? But the persons who enabled that to go on for 2 decades, those are the people I'm seeking to hold accountable.
Thomas resigned last year and is the subject of a criminal investigation by the Attorney General's office. He has maintained his innocence. Superintendent Philip Auger stepped down last month just before a scathing report concluded the school department turned a blind eye to what was going on. An attorney for Auger declined to comment. Conlon tells me he anticipates more lawsuits will be filed in this matter. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.